Well, as you know, the United States and Turkey have a long and strong history as allies, NATO allies, as vital security partners. Secretary Pompeo has been very clear in his recent travels, but throughout his term as secretary, the importance of the Eastern Mediterranean and this broader region, and the importance of the U.S.-Turkey relationship. So he asked me to come here since he was unable to come to Turkey on this trip to have this opportunity. I look forward to seeing Mr. Kalin later today and meeting with other Turkish officials in Ankara on Monday. Certainly we'll have an opportunity to review the Secretary's recent travel as well as the whole list of important issues in our bilateral relationship and the regional issues that are pressing and in the headlines right now. Certainly we see some positive momentum on the Eastern Med. We think Turkey's taken the right steps towards moving back to exploratory talks with Greece. There is an opportunity to decrease tension, to lower the risks, and do that by sitting down together. In the broader region, we see increased tensions in the Caucasus, over in Nagorno-Karabakh. I know we'll want to talk about that. We, along with the other co-chairs of the Minsk group, have called for both Azerbaijan and Armenia to step back to end military action and get back to the dialogue process. We can diminish tensions in all of these areas. That is better for our broad security, stability. That gives us an opportunity to focus on the prosperity agenda, increased trade, energy, resources, infrastructure, development, all of the things that will make a real difference in the lives of the Turkish people, of Americans, of the whole region. That's our broad agenda, and I look forward to talking to our Turkish colleagues. We maintain great dialogue with all of our allies, with all of our friends and partners throughout the region. That's what diplomacy is all about. Travel is one aspect of that, but every trip can't take every destination at the same time. The Secretary has spoken with his counterpart, the Foreign Minister, on many occasions. I know they saw each other just a few weeks ago when they were both in the Dominican Republic. I'm here on the Secretary's behalf to talk through a number of these issues, to underscore our view of the very positive decision that Turkey has taken to diminish tensions in the Eastern Med. We reiterated that with our Greek colleagues last week, and I think we can see some progress now getting back to the table where we can talk about resolution of issues by sitting down together and using the various structures and fora that we have for that purpose. Certainly we continue to call for that. Whether any particular party is ready at any particular moment, you have to talk to them. But that's what we do and try to encourage movement in that. Secretary had an opportunity to visit Cyprus about a month ago, a short stop on his return to the United States from a visit in the Middle East, and he underscored that as well. We want to have a positive relationship with Cyprus. We want to see an end to the long-term tensions there. That's good for the region, it's good for Turkey, it's good for Greece, it's good for all of us, frankly, to see that. And so we'll continue to encourage that and see resolution of some of these long-term issues. But the way to it is to de-escalate, to lower tensions, to get back to talks and talk these issues through. That's diplomacy. There's been a 9-year civil war in Syria. The Assad regime has brought untold horror and brutality upon its own people and created enormous instability, a threat to Turkey on its southern border. What we want to see is an end to that conflict. There's a UN Security Council resolution and a process that should be pursued to bring that to an end. That is the focus of U.S. policy in the region. I'm sure we'll have a chance in my conversations with Turkish interlocutors to discuss Syria, to discuss Libya, and the other regional conflicts, as well as our wide range of bilateral issues. Let me just underscore one point that others have asked in the press and make abundantly clear that the United States has no plans to leave the Incirlik Air Base. We have cooperated extremely successfully at the invitation of our Turkish allies at Incirlik for decades. And I know there's been some talk in the press speculating on that effect, so I would just underscore that. And again, as I mentioned, our real message is about de-escalation of tensions, of pursuing dialogue to deal with the various regional conflicts that have arisen now, and then to work together, particularly in the context of the COVID pandemic, to determine how we can move together to rebuild our economies and the real opportunities that our presidents, President Trump and President Erdogan, have talked about in terms of trade and investment between Turkey and the United States.